Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program Destiny, where we're going for all the achievements and doing spheres in all the systems here in 2022. And in this episode, it's time for Dyson Sphere number 3. So we went to a system and we created all the machinery required to then actually make a Dyson Sphere in that system, and then we blueprinted individually all those pieces so as we could then take that blueprint and put them together in a nice pattern on our next system. And that's where we're going to be today. We're going to actually take them blueprints, put them all down in a nice sequential order, and then we'll be able to copy that as a mega blueprint and just start hitting all the systems. Let's get to it. So our adventure starts here in the Iota system. Now, it's cold. It's really cold. It's super cold here. You betcha. Let me tell you, it's chilly. And that little red sun out there, it doesn't provide a lot of warmth here. Nope. We are on Iota 3, which, of course, is an ice field gerasol planet. And the reason we're on this planet is this is the planet we're going to use to set up our next Dyson Sphere. Now, our next Dyson Sphere, of course, is here in the Iota system. And this is where we're going to set up, and hopefully, with fingers crossed and a few things, we're going to have everything nice and easy going for us. Now, the reason I've chosen this planet is that, yes, there's a lava planet. Iota 1 is a lava planet. Looks great. Number 2 also looks good. But in this case, I chose 3 because basically this planet is just a big ball of ice. Yes, it has a few water pockets. That's fine. You have to deal with some of these things, right? But in this case, it's just a big ball of ice, and what little water there is, just I can get out of my way, right? And of course, I want to use the center of this planet, especially here in the nice big empty zone of things, to actually put in my blueprint system. So of course, here we have the blueprints for handling all the materials that we need to make our 50 rockets and 500 sails a minute. So of course we go through, we'll be putting down the blueprints, and with a little bit of luck, we'll have something. But before we can do that, obviously, we need to have power and things here. And so of course, that is what we are working on right now. You betcha. And we have some solar sails. We have solar panels down. But of course, we're on the farthest planet out. It's cold. It's cold here. And so we're only getting 50% efficiency on them solar panels, which means you need double the rows to get the same amount as I did on that lava planet, which is kind of hard. And I'm dealing with a stuffed nose. It's crazy. I'm just having so many problems. With that, of course, we're going to keep working on this. Of course, we've also, before we actually get to me and my nose, before we get working on the things of blueprints, we're trying to get set up before the live stream to actually... No, don't you put that there. You knew better. Better, mister. I'll tell you right now, you put that right back. You know where I want that. Okay, and of course, we're trying to get set up with some other things as well, including having these ray receivers ready, so as when we do start to get a Dyson Sphere going, we can start to use power from it. But we also want to set up some additional power. All them solar panels are not going to cut it. I'll tell you right now, they're not. Nope, that's not going to happen. What do I got? I haven't got a lot of these left. Well, I made 50 of them. I mean, out of building range. Come on now. That's it. There we go. Yep, do the things. I got so many drones. I got lots of drones. Just do the drone things, man. Do the drone things. What do I got? 5 left? That is not enough, mister. You don't have enough. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick cut here. And there's my last, that's it, that's my last 5. And I'm going to grab a few generators and stuff, and I'll meet you back here. So in this case, I'm just making a couple of quick stops to turn on some things. So in this case, we want to turn on remote supply for some fuel. We also want to turn on some remote supply for some rockets. We're also going to start requesting the sales from local supply, and yep, make sure that we can get them here, and also start to or local demand, my bad. Local demand those and remote supply those. Remember, one of the goals of this whole playthrough is that each planet will begin to contribute its resources to the next planet. So obviously, this planet has a Dyson Sphere now. It does not need its material anymore. So the planet was basically just sitting still. It was not doing anything. But that's not the goal here. The goal is that, hey, you're now done with yours. You now must provide to the next planet. So in this case, that is exactly what I'm just quickly doing here. Let me bring it back because we're going to do this again. Just hold on a sec. And now we're on Planet Max, and we're checking for the same thing. So my tower here on Planet Max, I still had it set to remote supply from probably from doing the last system. So it is getting ready to supply its solar sails, and this looks pretty empty. Are you okay? No, you're not okay. You've been cut off, mister. You're cut off. Well, that's not allowed anymore. Nope. We're going to have you do a thing over here because we want you to remote supply those. Oh, okay. So you are actually kind of doing that, and you have 1,000 in storage actually. I wonder why I had them cut off. Oh, I was probably doing something crazy with science, and I might have cut it off quite a while ago. So in this case, we now have the rockets. One last thing I do want to check for is the fuel. Of course, we're about to go back to the IOTA system here, and we're going to have to set up some generators for sure, just to kind of bootstrap this thing until it can get the sphere up and running, because it's just cold there, and the solar panels and other things. Obviously, it's not a lava planet, so we don't have geothermal or anything available. So I just want to double check to make sure this too was going to do a thing. Yeah, see, right now we don't really supply this out of here, right? Oh, yes, we do. Look at that. It says remote supply. I never gave it any ships, but obviously it's been doing a thing. Well, how about I give you a ship? I'll give you one ship. You behave yourself, mister. Like, don't you get all crazy. Now, of course, the rockets are going to need this fuel too, right? So as we start making rockets, it's going to make this fuel. I mean, we use this fuel for a lot of things. That's why we have so much extra in storage in case we kind of start chomping into the bit, right? And of course, I have on tap. Yeah, we have 6 rocket launchers. We're going to need some pew-pew guns. I was sure I had the pew-pew guns on me, but I guess I don't. So I'm going to pick up some pew-pew guns. I'm actually going to pick up a little extra ray receivers, and I'm going to head on back. Got a little extra panels with me just to kind of generate some more power. Oh, there's the pew-pew guns. Yeah, you guys come down here, would you? But I'm going to make a few more. We're going to make a few more pew-pew guns. Get a little extra array receivers going, and I'll see you back over on IOTA. And we're back in the cold. Yep, that's right. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it takes about 50 towers, 500 smelters, 800 assemblers, and 37,000 belts to do this build. That's what's all stored in them boxes, and we're now going to run up here, finish my little spacing here. Hey, listen, you kind of gypped me off on this maneuver. Whoa, that's way too big, Max, way too big. You don't need something that big, dude. We just want to get rid of a little water here. We're not going to get rid of all the water in the world. Yep, that's for sure. There we go. Let's get me back around to doing the things, doing something. Here we go. We'll wrap this one up first. Yep. Oh, you're not going to be able to do that? Is it because I'm off? I think it is. So somewhere I slipped up by one. Oh, well, that's okay. I need a little bit of space anyway to be feeding stuff in and out, so that's perfectly fine. Now, next thing is going to be power. So let's deal with the power scenario. Let's get a couple of fusion power plants down. Do I want to? No, you know what? We're going to put the pew-pew guns down next. That's what we're going to do. I think that's probably the safer bet. I don't think I've even designed the sphere here yet. No, I haven't. And it's going to be a low-powered sphere, so it's going to be struggling. But anyway, that's fine. We can still do the pew-pew guns. Just means I got to be a little smart about it. You can only get so close to them. Let's put that there, I guess. And this might actually work out pretty decent because of just where things end up. So let's do that for a second. Now, what I'm trying to do here is I really should have made a blueprint copy of this, right? That actually would be all right. I think that will be all right. So let's see if I can't copy paste that. Wait a minute now. You need to put a sorter and a power pole in, and life. You need to do you need to do some things here. You just can't do that, mister. Let me get a sorter. Put that in there. There you go. Now you need a power pole, and because there are rules here, right? There are rules. That's gonna really mess this up, though. That's not gonna go that way. Oh, you'll go this way, though. Okay. You know what? I'll accept that. I will take that. Let's go with that. Now, yes. Oh, wait. You're gonna have to catch that power pole. Now, obviously, what we want to do here is we want to make sure we can put that together. Is that going to work? Yes, that's spot on there, big guy. That's the way. That's the way to do it. Do. Oh man, that is so cheesy of me. Okay, so we're gonna put these around. Oh, come on now, and I should have saved that as the blueprint. Look, first, water. Water equals bad. I don't have time to deal with you, water, so go away. 2, this little bit of copper here is, I don't even know what this planet has. Yeah, this is the only copper on this planet, okay? It's right here, so I can't, I had better at least try to save this copper. So I'm going to try to do this. Okay, so now I gotta try and make this blueprint again. Except this time, I have to take this power pole out, because to make the blueprint, I gotta do this. Nope, I gotta do this little maneuver. Like that, right? Let's save that as a blueprint. That'll be new blueprint. We'll call, and again, I'll call this Pew Pew. I had to do a cleanup of my blueprints, so I got rid of my other Pew Pew blueprint. But we'll fix this one. There we go. We'll put the nice Pew Pew gun on there. Okay, that's good. Yep. Awesome. Yep. Awesome. Pew Pew away. Okay, so this should now allow me to do this all the way around, right? That's what we want? Yes. This is going to be perfect. And you know what? It actually fits in this perfect zone of this planetary zone. Except for when you do that, Max. It actually fits in this planetary zone perfectly. Put the power pole back down here, though, because you're going to need that. And you got to put this power pole there because you got to give them a freebie. But you messed this one up, dude, so you got to take this one away. Yeah. All right, now let's try my new pew pew blueprints, and I'll bring it right back as soon as I get around. All right, so it appears that I'm making some progress here. I hope. Looks like we're gonna get our 6 rocket launchers in. Now, again, why am I not putting 60 in? It's like, oh, you could put a lot more in than that. Yes, I probably could. But will it accomplish anything? Nope. So, in this particular case, in fact, I got enough room for one more. I don't know if I should try to get it in or not. I don't have one more with me, but if I can get one more in, look at the good measurement on that. Yeah, that's right. That's how that's done. And yes, then again, we can still bring that straight up there. So I will have to make one more launcher. I do got to make, what is it? 14 more pew pew guns, just because that's just how the blueprint went as I went around. So I'll run back. We'll make those. Let's now actually get the power in, because that's important. So first things first, I want to get a tower in here. Let's go for right about here, I guess. And of course, this tower is going to bring in appropriate things, right? So we need to have local storage. We don't want to demand that many at a time, right? I mean, we're only got 6 launchers here, so if I say 1,000 rockets, bring me 1,000 rockets, right? And I'm sure somebody will, because we've got planets that will do that. Now, solar sails. Again, we do have a few, so we're going to say 2,000 of these. And again, we're going to store these. And now, right now, we're saying local storage. But of course, we're going to interrupt this with our own storage here on this planet. So these are local storage and remote demand for that. That should bring us a few things. Of course, we're also going to need some of that juice. So of course that. Now again, I don't want to be bringing any more than like 1,000 in. I'm going to say 500. We're going to get 1,000 because that's what the ships hold. But we won't say any more than 500, so as it doesn't just come sending them here like crazy all the time. And again, we'll remote demand that, and you'll see like it's already going to send 1,400 from somewhere, right? So, that was just going to happen. Now we want to actually put down the power of the things, and let's see. I know I have a bunch of generators here. There we go. And we want to run these generators on the outside here, so we're going to do that and do this. And we're going to make a little bit of a blueprint on that. Does it need to be that far? Can we do just that far? I think we can get away with just that far. Now we'll do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And now we should be able to blueprint this pretty straightforward. Do we need a power pole? We really shouldn't need a power pole, but I will put one in just so as, something weird happens, right? We're prepared. We are prepared, people. I'm going to just save that, and I will put that over here just for a second. Give me this. Give me the mini fusion power plant. Yep, save that. And I got to come back and I got to rename a couple of these because these are terrible names. Let's use that now, and yeah, let's try. We're gonna try 14 to start. So that's 10, 12, and 14. Now, of course, we're only going to hook up 2 to start. That's the way I like to do things, right? So, like, we like to cut these off, and then I will add 2 to it as we get along. Now we got to hook some of this stuff up, right? So you're going to be my rocket fuel. Come on, do that. Yep, do that. Because right now we got nothing on this planet, so it's gonna have to do this the good old-fashioned way, right? Yeah, you got no power, no fuel, no power, because see, none of this actually has any power, and we got nothing to jumpstart the the ray receivers with. So listen, I need one of those. Give me one of those. Give me that. Stick that in there so we can jumpstart this thing, can you? Now these are only going to put out 30 megawatts. This is, I think, looking for 60 by default. So you know what? We'll bring on 2 more just so as it can start charging that base camp up, so as we can get that to run. All right, do that. There. Now, power pole you. We need to power pole you so you can do the charging of the things. Do that. Awesome. Now, in this particular case, the pew-pew guns aren't actually going to pew-pew because they have no target as of yet. And that's fine. But we'll get them at least set up. And, yeah. Look, dude. Listen, I need you to do this, and this little maneuver, okay? Cool. There goes the pew-pew. There goes the solar sails. They will get all eaten up. And now we're going to do the rockets. And we'll just bring you straight up, sir, like so. Yes, you can do the little zigzag, because, sure, why not? Yes, you might as well do the zigzag there, too. Okay, it looks like I do got to make a little bit of a turn here. There we go, something like that. I do not want these to run all the way around, so I will stop that right there. Now, yes, I knew I was going to have to put more power poles in up here because there's just never is enough. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Yep. Run you all the way around, and then we'll hook you in somewheres down here like so. There. See, everybody can have rockets, red glare, all the things. Now, obviously, when I design a Dyson Sphere, it's going to probably start launching it. Well, what I'll do is I will pause it when I design the Dyson Sphere, and then that way it doesn't start launching it. But in any case, that now takes care of the whole upper system. We now need to get it plugged into the lower system for power, because obviously we do have about 100 megawatts being generated by a bucket load of panels down here, and we don't want to be wasting those either. So with that, we're going to put that up here. We're going to put that up here. Yep, we're going to run this up here. Oh, terrible clicking, Max. It's terrible clicking. All right, there. Now, what's that give us? That's giving us 156 megawatts, and of course, Mr. Tower here, he's using his 60, right? And everybody else is kind of drawn on that as well, but that's all right. They're not going anywhere for a minute. So now we're gonna take care of the pew-pew guns. I'm gonna make one more of these things, and one more thing we want to do is actually design the sphere before doing the live stream. That way, of course, during the live stream, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting down the blueprints, and I might actually put like a few of the blueprints down before the live stream, because then, of course, when we come back after the live stream, we should have all the blueprints down, and this should be making its own generation again. So, of course, I'll bring you right back. Few things to make. Throw down some blueprints. See you in a sec. Okay, now that we've made it back, we've replaced the extra pew-pew guns that we needed and put in the extra tower, and thanks autosave for that. Of course, we are working on the Dyson Sphere design. There is the shell, but now we need to actually add, an orbit. We also need to add panels. Now, the way, again, I am not going for fancy spheres here. The whole point of this is to get through 64 systems, and that means basic spheres, plop them down, move on to the next system, right? That being said, though, I have been trying each of the patterns. So the first system, of course, we did the basic pattern. The second system, of course, I did this little tripod pattern. I'm now going to go with this pattern as my third pattern, of course, obviously, because I want to see what each pattern looks like. See if I have a preference or a favorite, you know, if I do, well, then I might actually a little bit down the road actually like take the time to design a sphere out that's different and use that pattern, because I'll think, hey, you know, because that pattern looks cool. So let me get up top here. It's just going to be faster for me to do this. Do that, right? Yes. All right. Now you need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's right. Now, same with this end. You need to go here, 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 here. It gets a little squeezy around the edges here because I can't see it all. Okay, there we go. And then this one should be this one here. Pretty straightforward. Like so. All right. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. All right, so it looks pretty good. We should be good to go there. So that is one Dyson Sphere done. Now we need to get a couple. I'd like to get 3 orbits in. Orbital list. You know, sure. Well, all right. What is the orbit? You know, tell me the orbit, so as we can duplicate it, right? So orbit radius is 9200. Okay, that's fine. So we'll add an orbit. 9200 is what you've got, is it? You know what? Just type it in. 920. No, 0, 0. And we're going to do this one at 90 degrees. Yeah, that's 90 degrees max. There you go. And we're going to do this one at 180. 180. Yes. Oh, you know what? I should just type it in. It's just faster. All right. So that's going to be a little bit of a different offsets. We'll do that one. Now, orbit 3, same deal. We'll add an orbit. It too will be 9200 because that's what the first one is. Okay, not something like that, dude. 9200. Orbital inclination will be 45. No, not 4,040. Gee whiz, the game's going to be thinking I'm terrible at math. Look, just listen. 30, 40, 44, 45. Thank you. Holy smokes. Anyway, let's do something different. Let's do a 270 on this one. Just for something different, and we'll create that. Okay, so that gives us 3 orbits of inclination to try and fill the sphere, as well as, so that will give me something to fill the pew-pew guns with. And so now that we've got that all done, now what we're going to do is we're going to try and set down a few of the basic blueprints just to kind of get this started, and then I'll be off to the live stream to actually put the rest of them down, and then I'm going to bring you back to, of course, have a look at the result. So in this case, first things first, we want to zoom planet out. Planet zooming. Okay, so we have a fairly large, like a lot of stuff, like this is going to be the equator, right? Right about there. So starting, I don't want to start too far away. Like, yes, this silicon vein is there, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about this water being in my way. And then over here, we've got some stone, a titanium vein, and an iron ore vein. Now, I really don't want to hurt the iron ore vein, but I have no problem doing so either. Like, I'll just run right over that. So we should come down here, fill in this water, and start right about here. Right now, we could use some of this water, don't get me wrong, but there's enough water kind of kicking around on the planet that I have spots for it, so I'm not worried about filling this one in. So let's do that. In fact, look at some of this water kicking around here. We you know, this is going to interrupt my building technique plan. You can't do water. Listen, you just gotta you gotta go, mister. That's just the way it is. So let's get over here. Yeah, now this is a total mess, right? We just can't have this. So we'll do this, get this down, get that down. All right. Filling in the water of the things. Now, of course, I have been stashing away a bucket load of fill. Of course, one of the challenges I've got to do is I've got to cover an entire planet in panels. So, of course, you know, I have got about 40,000 made so far on a faraway, distant planet. I've got 40,000 panels made. So that is the silicon. Yes, you know what? I'm going to keep going here. I think we're going to keep going just a little bit more. Yep, do that, do this. Not going to feel too bad about it. Yeah, we're going to use as much of this room as we can because this is the first time I'm using the blueprints, so I kind of got to get a feel for how much, you know, squeezing I can do of the blueprints. All right. So in this case, we are now ready to go. Let's try blueprint number 1. Okay. Blueprint number 1. We double click on it. And of course, this is the big build zone, right? This is what we want. We want the big build zone. All right. Let's go for right about, I would say right about here, and I'm going to explain why in a second. Oh, and of course there just had to be some water. Where was that water at? Where am I? Okay, there's the water. All right, listen, water. Look. I'm about to make greatness here, and you messing me up. You're messing with the flow, mister. 1, do it. Okay. Again, where am I here for this iron and stuff? Okay, that should be all right. All right, let's try this again. Right. Oh, I would say right about here. Somewhere around there. All right, now, running out of stuff, not surprised, right? I haven't filled up my box yet, but you're going to see what happens when I do. The one thing I want to do here, though, is... oh, did I put that in backwards? Oh, no, I didn't. I know what's going on. It's perfectly fine. This is okay. Everything is okay. First of all, yeah, so this had some miners attached to it, so of course we gotta clean this up a little bit. Okay, because we're putting these blueprints down this time with no miners, no nothing, right? So next thing is right behind this. I need to put one of these. Yeah, do. Come on, dude. You can find. There you go. Is that where you want it? Okay, that's fine. Now the reason is because we're going to need to have to provide a lot of this stuff remotely. So this is local storage. We'll let this guy in the front demand all he wants. Okay. Congratulations, dude. You're gonna do all the demanding. You know, you're gonna be the man. You the man. All right, there you go. But behind him, right, as a raw resource, and we're gonna stick 5 into him. There we go, like so. And down here, we're gonna have to give him 100 things. Local demand. Do that. Now the reason is because this planet doesn't have a lot of resources on it. We're going to have to probably start importing relatively early for this resources. So this is, of course, the same maneuver as I used last time, where we actually don't want it to use the resource until it uses the local resource first, right? So in this case, we're going to come down here, and we're just going to plug straight into that. Second time, same deal. We're going to take this. And we're gonna come up, and no, you don't have to. You don't have to go up just yet, dude. Okay, now you can go up. There you go, and there you go. Now you can come down, and we're gonna plug into that one. And in this case, then we'll come out this side. Yep, all the things, and we're just gonna come down and plug into the side of this one, like so. Now, what that means is that hey, if there's resources coming out of the local tower, obviously these guys will be blocked. They can't empty on. But if the empty tower is empty, or the local tower is empty, then obviously the remote tower can empty its resources, and we never run out. That is the goal. Now, we gotta put a tower in for that. Boom. There you go. Okay, it's time for the next one. Next one should be copper, I think. You betcha. And we should be able to do this the exact same way as we just did that one. It's going to get a little close here to the tops, but that'll be all right. I think you're going to have to be a certain distance from that tower, though, dude. Yeah, you're going to need a little more distance. A little bit more. A little bit more. I know it's too close to the station. How much farther do you want? There you go, dude. There you go. This is going to be the same deal. Okay. So we got to do a little bit of cleanup here. Yep, that's the thing that's going to happen. So no, we don't know. We don't need you. We don't need you, and we don't need this side. 3 and 4. But from here, we are going to need this tower from this, because there's only 100,000 copper on this whole planet. Okay, so we're gonna have to make sure that we give this guy a little bit of something from somewhere else. Luckily, I've been off-world planning for such an event, and have been heavily mining all the things. So we want the copper. Again, this is going to be local storage. We're going to remote demand that. We're going to need warpers here because... Whoa! Whoa! Easy. Easy. All right, I can see you're excited. Did this other tower go that crazy? Oh, it's because we haven't set you... listen, I'm going to set you to 5,000. I'll remote demand you. Okay? Just to kind of get you started. There you go. Now you can remote demand that. There we go. There we go. We're good. We's good. We's good. Okay. So, yes, you can send your 5,600 ships here. We do got to put a little warper into this because we'll use the top tower to bring in all our warpers, and then we'll just remote local demand them around, right? As always. So we need 5 of you guys. Yep, like so. I would hope I don't have to put any drones here, that it will deliver from the drones up top, but we'll find that out in a minute. Same deal here, though, but I got no belt. Uh-oh. Now, this is where, of course, we have these boxes, right? So watch this. We're going to take this. We'll sort this up a little bit. I'll take 400. Look, look at that. They're like, hey, we got work to do. Yes, you do. And guess what? We'll grab a bunch of this belt, and now you can go running off like mad crazy things and start to fill in this stuff. Yeah, look at that. See? This is how you do it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we just run around. Now I got to get some power poles, I see. So we're gonna have to come back to those in a second. Yes, fill that all in. Look at that. That's how you do it. Look, see? And now it's already up and running. This is great. This is exactly what we want. Does it put drones in there automatically? No, it doesn't. That's actually a little bit of a shame. So we're going to give you 25 drones. No, not 26. Fine, here. Have 23. Can I have 3 drones? Oh, gee. There you go. No, that's too many drones. Look. 25. There we go. All right. Man, that was some tough one. Some tough. You, my friend, yes, you got your 25 drones. Why do you have your 25 drones? I don't want to give these guys drones. I'm hoping to do that up top for the warpers. Same with you. You need 25 drones. 25. Do the thing. There we go. Yep. But on this side, I haven't hooked up the power yet, right? Because I said I needed power poles. You're going to need a couple of things here, Max. You're actually going to need a few power poles. Let's empty a little bit of this. Probably don't need that crazy. We're going to need some of these sorters, and we're going to need some of these power poles. There we go. And look at that. Like, they're already running off to say, hey, look, sorters. Thanks for giving us those. So did these guys get all sorters? I think I had some sorters on me, and these guys already got theirs. All right, good. So now let's bebop over here, and we'll put down the finishing track for this. And because we have 3 tracks here, so we're going to do, yes, do that, which will plug into number 1. We're going to do this. All right, I'll fix the filter on that in a second and plug that into number 3. Yeah, listen, dude, that was not a hard request. And then do this with this and this, and yep. And you, my friend, are gonna plug into that center line there in a second. You're gonna go. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. There you go. In fact, you should be able to come in all the way here and then just come down here and plug right into that. Excellent. And same deal, if there's stuff locally to have, so that 100,000 up top, we're going to try and mine that out first. And then, of course, when that's all gone, we're going to take this, right? So we're going to plug you up. I think you've got a power pole already. Yes, you do. In fact, let's go deal with our measly 100,000 right now, right? There we go. Here is our rinky-dink 100,000 worth of mining stuff, which, of course, this power pole is going to give me a little bit of interference, but okay, that's fine. There you go. There's your 215,000, dude. You the man. You the man. Okay, so let's get you powered up. There you go. You can gather your 540 a minute, because that's all there is. That's it. You know, there's not a lot here. And does he have drones? No. So he's going to need drones. Is he going to need 25 drones? Probably not. But that's kind of the running number that we give everybody. And look at that. See? So he's going to run off and he's going to grab himself some free minerals. Now, what happens, of course, is that he's going to drop his free minerals off. So this will be a good. If he's not too slow. Oh, okay, here he comes. He's coming back. Let's get down here so we can have a good look at it. So his minerals are going to cut these guys off. See? And now that outside tower cannot unload until his tower is empty. And that's exactly what we want, right? We strip mine the planet that we're on first. Then we take the other planets that we strip mine and we do them. Okay, I'm going to bring you back one more time. Of course, we've got these 2 down. They look great. They're running awesome. The next time we come back, we should have some rockets in the air doing the things like they just don't care. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, we're back. And what do we have? We have one planet. Pew-pewing another Dyson Sphere. You betcha. And sure enough, the live stream went really well. We got all the things down and even tweaked a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this one up here by putting down a few more ray receivers just to try and get a little bit more of that sweet, sweet power coming in. Of course, on this planet, we are pretty reliant on our bootstrapped Deuteron generators just because of where we are, the whole 9 yards. But, I mean, we have a Dyson Sphere. So why not get to use it, right? So we're going to try to at least get a few more ray receivers down and kind of hope that this will assist. Yeah, there's a word. Assist us in hopefully making things a little better for us. That's the way we're going to put it. So let's go for here, I guess. And we'll try taking these around. Now, do the things. Do all the things, man, because we need all the power of the things as much as possible. Now, back on the back in the Kappa system, I've actually turned some of these into photon combiners, and that's fine. Of course, I could, because that planet has a lot of geothermal, and is not really going to have a problem. Didn't really have a problem with me converting some of that over, but this planet is so hurting for power. Did you see how it went out of range just at the very last second? That was so scummy. That was so scummy of you, game. Come on now. Yep, do the thing. There we go. I am kind of hoping we can get just enough power down to make... No, I don't want that there. Game, listen. Just make this work. Let's make this work. There you go. All right, well, at least you'll let me have those ones. We're going to go around these generators up here, though, game, because, we still got to have some sort of power generation going on. Wow, you'll actually let me get pretty close to these generators. I'm actually okay with this. So, hopefully I can cut the generators back, and then once I can do that, then lack of item. Well, I guess that's about it. So how does that do for us? We need a power pole. So that does a little bit better for us, 1.05 gigawatts. I'm going to try and cut 6 of these off. You know what? I'm going to try and cut 8 of these off. Yes, that still means we're running 10, but 10's better than 18 by a long shot. And I'm hoping that will really take care of things. Let's have a final look here at everything built. So again, it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit of stuff. How much stuff? Well, let me show you how much stuff. It is going to take this much stuff. Yeah, thanks for the zoom out. It takes a little over 400 power poles. I thought this was 34,000. It's 14,000. So that's my bad. But I mean, 15,000 conveyor belt is still a lot of belt. 3,000. I didn't realize we needed 3,000 sorters. That's a lot of sorters. 53 towers with 12 big towers. The big towers are used, of course, to pull in material from other planets, as this planet will run out quickly. And we'll have a look at one of those. There's our 400 smelters, our almost 600 assemblers, 94 chemical plants, 18 particle colliders, and I have a splitter in there somewhere. So, of course, as mentioned, we have things coming from the outside world, and so, of course, as mentioned at the very beginning of the game, of this episode, we, of course, have the back towers, which provide external resources, and the front towers, which, of course, have resources of their own. And I noticed there's no stone. Really? We are not getting any stone on this planet anywhere? Like, is that a thing? There's a million stone on this planet. Surely we can hook one up before the end of the episode, right? I don't know where this million stone is, but I'm going to find it. 23. Yeah, it's right in the middle of everything. Oh, and I didn't. Well, it's right beside me. And I have not mined it yet. Oh, wow. Okay, well, then let's do that right now, and then we'll call this an episode. There we go. You're too close. Oh, right. Yes, you're very fussy. I think I remember trying to hook this up at one time, and it was like, nope, so much nope. And I was like, why? Why not? But we're gonna make this work. Gosh darn it. Yeah, get that local resource going in here. We don't need to be shipping stone in if we don't need to. Holy smokes. Do that, and we'll put a power pole on that. All right, now let's have a look to see if we're actually able to pull enough stone in to take care of this. Well, see, there you go. At least we're pulling in enough stone, and it's just enough. It's just enough to keep that back tower from cutting in. That's really awesome. So we now have 3 down. What are we doing on the next one? Well, I'm having a great time plopping these down, and now that I have like a mega blueprint, I really would like to test that. But we have another thing to focus on, and that is a bucket load of science. We need a lot of science. Turns out we have some achievements here that need over 720 science a minute. So I'm going to do some calculations, and we're going to make a few science planets. Now, obviously, we want to make the planets, but we don't want to turn them on right away until it's all ready to go. And I guess I'll explain more on that episode because I've got this whole thing in my head. So I'm going to go with that. So with that, with our now nether sphere on the go, that's 3, 61 to go. And hopefully now with the mega planet blueprint in action, I should hopefully be able to go to more planets and just plop, 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 plop these down. And that would be awesome. I mean, that would be just that would be awesome sauce. And hopefully that works out well for us. I'm Max. This is Dyson Sphere Program Destiny, where we're going for 64 systems and all those achievements in 2022. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Take care.